Invincible Season 4. It's a really good season. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Invincible hasn't went 4 for 4 with ease. But I think there needs to be some things addressed about this show. I mean, let's be honest. We're probably already over the halfway mark of this show, and there hasn't been much growth from its flaws. And I think that problem kind of stems from its own fan base. Like inflating episode ratings before they drop. I mean, that's kind of funny, man. Like, I see the criticism this show gets, but it really isn't from its own fans. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't see them really wanting more from this show. And you know what? I'll be honest. The past couple of seasons, I've fallen victim to this. I mentioned in my last video, the animation was something I never put much thought into previously. But the animation can only be bad for so long that you'll eventually notice, and it will bother you, it will catch you off guard. Season 1 of Invincible, Season 2 of Invincible, you could look at that and say, maybe we're just gonna keep improving from here. It's Season 4 of Invincible, and the animation still hasn't changed. We've gotten a couple of bit flashy moments here and there, but the main thing about the animation is still the main thing. Like most people, I could sit here and I could complain about the animation all day long, but that would just be me preaching to the choir. There's a bigger picture to all this, alright? Because this is the most popular show on TV. It's making money, it's getting good ratings. Why does this not push them to be better? Your animation can be better. These character dynamics can be better. It's not like we're gonna get another Invincible show in the future that's directly from the original story. So it just really gets depressing when you realize this is probably the only Invincible show we're ever gonna get, and it has a touch of wasted potential. You need to peak as hard as possible, knowing this is the only thing we're gonna get. You see, Invincible has been going very on par story-wise with the original comic, so when it has to make changes, for example, on some characters being pretty oddly written, it doesn't take as much effort. The story is already seen as a solid foundation by many. So when you get to elevate off this, it gives you a pretty good opportunity for an amazing show. Now I want you to think of The Boys, for example, right? And Garth Ennis and how his hatred for superheroes led him to make a comic series that isn't really taken serious by many narratively. This show has to turn it around and become a significantly different story. So of course, that already is a lot of effort being used. Then when you have a season that seems like you hit writer's block, it becomes less forgiving. Invincible does not have this issue at all to worry about, so you definitely have more room to work with. When Invincible tries to go a different route and switch something up like the Damien Darkblood storyline, it's just really hard to care about. And it makes me question their capacity outside of writing faithful adaptations. Giving us an episode that has absolutely to do nothing with the plot, centering it around two characters talking about nothing that's really deep as they're trying to make it sound. Having a scene where they're falling for what feels like 5 straight minutes of just lifeless animation, exchanging dialogue that isn't even engaging. This just feels very insulting to the audience. I really love Invincible, and if you love Invincible, you should be expecting more. You shouldn't have to see Mark and Eve's relationship feel unvarying for 2 straight seasons now. You shouldn't have to watch early in the season episodes consisting of subplots that go away and come back every season just for them to probably end up with you not caring because you forget about them once the main plot kicks in and we just never touch on them again. I just don't want this show to settle for less, man. And I think it's okay to want that. There's so many good things about this season though. The fights are amazing. Thrag and the Viltrumite storyline is amazing, and I'm so excited to see what they will do when it comes to the Viltrumites having to integrate into Earth. And I honestly hope this is something that's explored more than it was in the comics. Like, let me see the Viltrumites slowly have that change of heart. Let me see that happen on Earth. Let me see the identity crisis and inner turmoil they have to face in their new lives. And this goes for a lot of things. Invincible can go beyond the surface, and they shouldn't be afraid to, especially with how they left off. And I can comfortably say the last half of the season is easily the strongest last half out of any Invincible season. I'm impressed with how they were able to cap off the season finale after having an episode that peaked really high. You see, man, amongst it all my complaints, I still remain hopeful for the direction Invincible is heading. Sure, maybe this is the best animation we're probably gonna get, unfortunately, but I do hope they branch out on everything else with the leverage they have. Anyways, Invincible is still really good. It's a really good show. I just need them to go beyond their own standard. Invincible Season 4 will be getting a low week 8 out of 10 from me.